All right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Okay, so I'm working on my level generator here. This is something I put together in a few hours. Yesterday I started work on this, and you can see it's working pretty good so far, right? Um, we got some randomization going on here, but I need to add more to this because there's still quite a lot of repetition, right? And ultimately, not that that's going to matter too much, but you can see as it generates each of these blocks, right? If I go right to the end here, it's not too bad, but it could be better. And since I'm not killing any resources yet on the machine, I feel like, hey, let's keep adding things until it gets bad. If it gets bad, right? So, we'll add some more smarts to this eventually, but for now, I just want to get the feeling that you are running through a street. So, how does this work? Well, actually, it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to go back over here. All of this right now comes from one prefab. This one right here, right? Not much to look at because basically we've got all these buildings and they're all turned off, is the way this works. So we've got a very simple piece of road. If I take one of these and turn them on, you can see, right? Each block has a bunch of buildings and a bunch of floor items. Like if I do this here, you can see that one's got a hot dog stand and so on, right? So how do we make this work? Let me show you. I'm going to go to my level generator class here. Actually, no, we're going to go to the tile controller. And the way this works, this was a proof of concept, so we got to clean this up, but I think it's going to work out great. At the moment, I'm assigning each of these items over here in the UI. I actually don't think I need to do that. This is working just fine now. So what I'm going to end up with is I'm going to convert this to a list, right? Probably a list of items. And all it does is generate a random number based on that random number as to which one it activates, right? So here we've got the hurdles. Here we have the buildings. On the left side, here we have the buildings on the right side. So you can see there's only 4 different ones right now. And then we got these random path things, which is like the fire hydrant, the lamp, and so on. Very straightforward, works awesome. Pretty happy with it. But I think we can definitely do better here, right? But at the moment, it's only one tile piece. And this is something else that I want to fix because, well, I say fix, but I want to improve because there's only this one piece of road right now, right? And we can do better. I think to add a bit more variety to it, we don't necessarily want to have buildings on every block, but we want to do something interesting. So what I'm thinking, and let me find these tiles here, right? I've got all these different tiles. This is a fantastic asset pack, by the way. Nothing wrong with using asset packs, right? I'm tweaking these to what I want them to be. So, for example, at the moment I've got the road one, right? And then if we go up, so if I go into roads here, you can see there's different types of roads, right? I could, for example, switch it out and put in, let's get my zooming right. Hang on. I could actually, and maybe I should, use this one instead because this one's not kind of nice, right? This one's just a plain, simple asphalt. This one is more of a double road here. We're gonna play with some things, see what I think. So since we got that single road, for example, which I believe is this one here, every so often we may want to have this one, right? With a crossing. So what I think I'm going to do is have multiple prefabs, and then we will randomize which prefab gets built and take it from there. So let's give this a go, right? Should be exactly the same theory. And so we're going to go back up here. Let's see here. Go into my prefabs, right? I got this chunk, which is this one. I'm just going to make a copy of this and call it chunk 2. In some places I call it chunk, in some places I call it tile. It kind of was, you know, bad inconsistency on my part. But so I got this one here, right? This is the tile for the road. So let's go back to our prefabs here. Sorry. Let's go back to, where is it? The Poly Perfect pack. There it is. Awesome pack, by the way. And I'm going to go into T. Let me think. Which ones did I use? I can't remember which one this is. Hold on. I think it was a material. All right, so we're gonna go here. Let's see. And we're gonna go with, should we do our crosswalk? Yeah, because you know it's a street, right? You're supposed to be able to cross the street. So let's set this up, get this to scale. All right, you can see that this one is let's play with this a bit. Okay. We are going to scale this around a little bit. Don't want to scale it so much that it looks weird. Don't want to make it weird, but we do want it to be the same size. So it's not bad. I did a pretty good job just by guessing the numbers. Right. Let's do that. We're going to get rid of this one. And on this particular one, we really don't need these other pieces. I just want this one to be a crossing area by itself. So what I'm going to do is grab all those parts. Let's get rid of this. That's going to break some scripts. That's fine. We will fix them up, right? And actually that needs to be right on 0 now. There we go. Okay, I think that's good. Let's find out. Okay. Gonna go back to our main game scene here, which right now, yeah, because it's all script generated, nothing to see. When we run it, we're not gonna get it right now. We won't get that new block. All right, let's now go to our scripts. There we've got our tile controller here. Actually, let's do this over here. Let's start by duplicating this script, right? And I'm just going to call this tile controller. God, I hate to call it tile controller too. Tire controller. We'll call it simple because this is we can use this same one again for different chunks, tiles of roads here. So tile controller simple, right? Let's go over here. Here it is. That's the one we want that we're going to work with. We don't need any of those. All right, so we don't need the chunk of code for the building. We don't need the random path thing. There we go. This one's going to be... It really wants me to have that code, but no, that's not what I want. There we go. This one's just going to generate hurdles, right? We got tile controller simple. Save that. Let's go back over here. We actually do now need to go back into our prefab. I kind of messed this up a little bit. Should have done this first. Let's get our second chunk. There could be massive overlap problems here. I'll deal with that. It actually probably won't even show. We will see, because it's the same, basically the same here, but we'll see what happens. But this needs a different code, right? So at the moment we've got the controller script. We're going to get rid of that. And we will add our simple controller script. Right. Oops, hang on. Does help if you click on the thing. There we go. Now I do need to set these up again, so I need to tell it where each of the 3 hurdles are, because you're still going to have to jump things. That's going to be a thing, right? Save it. There we go. So that gives us 2 different blocks to choose from. However, right now in our level generator, it knows nothing about this, right? All we've got is this one prefab. So everything else is going to be the same. But we're going to have another one here, chunk prefab 2. I know it's not very creative, right? When it starts, it spawns tiles, which is going to be this here, where it adds the chunk, right? We're going to take this for now, just to prove the theory. I'm just going to replicate this. I know, not a good plan, right? Not a good plan. We're just going to say chunk prefab 2, right? So let's make sure we got all the right things here. This is the spawn position. And actually, we don't even need to do that. You know what? Let's just get this right from day one. Game object chunk selection. Actually, no, let's go this random chunk prefab, just so it's readable at another time. All right, there we go. Okay. So down here, what we're going to do is we're going to say, all right, so this is right here. It's going to get the chunk prefab. We're now going to change that to random chunk prefab. And then up here where we spawn the tile, right, we're going to set up just an integer here, right? Just like we've done on other things. Let me show you. It's not a good example in this one. All right. Let me go to the tile controller, right? We're just going to do the same thing. In fact, let me save myself the typing. All right. So we're just going to say, okay, we don't want it to be like, you know, you're not going to have multiple crosswalks in a row. So we're going to pick in between 1 and 0 and 10, right? And if it's 0, we will say, you know what? Use the chunk prefab. Okay. Actually, let's do this. Let's assume that for 0, we're going to use chunk prefab 2. Okay. And then for one, everything else, will be this one. So we're going to go with the original chunk, which means that we're going to get 9 of those, or there's 9 possible chances for it to be that one. Okay. And 1 possible chance for it to be the crosswalk. So let's try this. Didn't compile, not a good start. What did I do? Spawn starting tiles takes 1 argument. Did I not give it an argument? Oh, let's kill that one off. My bad. Is that fresh code? Yeah, okay, it's fresh errors. What do we got here? No overload for method spawn starting tiles. Takes 1 argument, right? Yeah. There's no argument given that corresponds to the required parameter. Whoops. Whoopsie. I'm giving it game objects. It's expecting nothing because I didn't put the code in. Okay. So, wait a minute. Okay, yep. That's the first time through. This is the second time through. Yep. Okay. There is no argument given that corresponds to the required for 17. What? Let's actually rename this. Pick a number, 0, everything else. Okay, before I go any further, let me go back, main game, level generator. We gotta set these up, but it won't do it until I fix this error. Because I keep making this a mistake. What am I doing here? There is no argument given that... Okay, I missed one somewhere, didn't I? Oh, this one right here. My bad. Okay. I forgot about that one. Let's do... I don't... Okay, for the sake of getting this to work, we'll do this. I don't really want to do that. Generating that twice is bad. Well, for now. We will duplicate that code for now. Just in case it's crap. Which it might be. Okay. But over here, I got to give it the names of my prefabs again. Because I changed it. So, whoop. Level generator, number 1, number 2. Fingers crossed. So there's a low probability of seeing this tile. So let's let it run for a little bit. I may have to increase that probability. We will see. No, look. We did get 2 in a row, but here is our new crosswalk, right? There you go. I got to change the height, but look, hey. You know what? You're not going to notice that overlap at all once I've changed it. So, hey, sweet. Look at that. Okay, let's go in and fix. Okay, minus 0.2. Minus 0.2 should fix the height. Let's see. It should blend flawlessly now. There you go. Look at that. We will pause it when we get there. All right. Look at that. Flawless. Awesome. We can use this now as the basis for basically just generating as many prefabs as we want and putting them out there. This is great. Hopefully it's not killing CPUs. As far as I can tell, it's not. All right. And I've implemented player movement, but I haven't implemented any, clearly there's no player, is what I'm saying, right? So there's no collision or anything else here at the moment. I'm just focusing on the random generation of the level. Ooh, I think I noticed something there. Hang on, let's let another one go through. I think I saw a line, didn't I? Didn't I? Yeah. Okay. Interestingly, it looks like the road is higher, but not the path. Or maybe it's just the lighting. Let's go back here and we'll pause it when it gets there. We're never going to see another one, are we? Right? Here comes one. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, look. The road is higher, but it doesn't look like the curb is. All right, what can we do about that? So it's that one right there. Let's play with this here. Okay. Can I can. Okay. I'm going to take that number. See where the path, like, see here? Hang on. See how it goes down? Does that bother me? I mean, it does bother me, right? Because that's how it's supposed to look. But it's more annoying if the road's a different height. Because that's not cool. All right, you know what? Hang on. Let's try this. Whoops. What did I do? It's a little too close. Do we edit the actual prefab? Can I even do that? Can I not get into it from there? Okay, that's odd. Alright, well, you know what? For now, let's see if it's going to be really annoying. I don't think you really notice it. You know, you're going to be so busy playing the game, I don't think it's going to matter. Well, I hope you are anyway. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. Okay, cool. Now we've got this one. Hey, this is how easy this should be, right? I know. Famous last words. I know. Believe me, I'm already regretting saying it. This is such a fantastic set, by the way. Let's pick another one. Let's do actually I don't know, maybe just having the two is fine. I'm kind of okay just having the two. I'm gonna go with them, yeah. So we won't even do a third one at this time. Maybe we'll do something, but for now. Alright. So going back to this first one, right? What we don't have at the moment, we've just got a hurdle, which is just a very basic set of shapes I've put together. Okay. What we don't have is, you know, it's a pretty empty town, right? There's no people, no nothing. Don't necessarily want to overkill it, because when this game's actually running at speed, you're going to be so preoccupied playing the game. It's not like you necessarily want to see too much, but it might be nice to make it feel more active. And one of the things I was thinking was having things like, you know, whatever, people crossing the street, you know, things like that just add an extra level of like, oh shit, and you know what I mean? Give me 1 second here. Okay. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I got to check something here. Okay. So let's think about this. Because we do have, like, down here, hold on, let me find it. You know, we do have, I don't think there's going to be that many lawnmowers. Not sure about this. Don't think that's going to be a thing. Or boats, for that matter. But hey, right? But we could, you know, we could populate our world with some vehicles. Let's just have a little fun here, right? They're all heading the wrong way. It's funny, there's a light glare from the windscreens. That's cool. All right, I'm gonna pass right through that vehicle. Actually, no, look, see, there you go. It's supposed to stop me. But this could add maybe a little bit too much. That is funny, but you know, maybe the hurdles are vehicles. It's a possibility, right? Okay, let's let's see what our options are here. What else do we have? We got anything cool? Like what exactly what? Am I from the past? I mean, if we was to get really crazy. There's some really great ones, aren't there? Yeah. Does it have flashing lights? I'm curious now. No. Boy, that's good. That would make it tough, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, we got the sorry, we got the wheels left behind. Okay, I'm amusing myself too much now. Let's get back to what we were doing. Okay. Maybe this is enough for now. We move on. We move on to the player. All right. Before we go any further, let's just save everything. All right. that's not true. Or is it? Maybe did I not set up a repo for this? Oh, that's bad. Let's have Claude set up my create a get ignore file for a Unity project being built on Mac, Windows, and Linux. Just save me looking up all the things I got to exclude. Come on. Even though I know I've got a huge asset pack in there right now. Yes. Good. Oh, you know what? There is that big asset library. Okay. It's okay. So we're going to be stored on my local server here. All right, good. Okay. And I'm going to leave this running for a second. I'm going to get me some more hydrate. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's pretty good. Still got lots to fix up. Like you can see the edge here, and there's going to be... I got to build the world around it at this point, right? Because obviously all we've got is our single street. But things are not going too badly here. But I think it's time to start thinking about our player and some of the other stuff. So let's start by going back and adding, let's get some basic UI in here, right? So let's add a canvas. We're going to call this UI. Make this stand out a little bit. I gotta remember the key. There it is. Nope. Is that not the key? Did I not install the package? I think I did. Maybe I didn't. Oh, I didn't, did I? No, okay. Not to matter. It doesn't matter. It was just a visual thing. Have this match the camera. Which camera? Good question. The main camera. All right. We want it to resize. We want it to scale with the screen size, and we want it to match it 0.5, right? So, in other words, now when I put, like, let's just put some text here. We will do that. All right, we're just gonna say score. You ain't scored nothing yet, but when you do, it'll be great. The world will celebrate with you, right? So this will be label score. Let's make another one. Let's just make it, we're going to make it look fancy later on, but for now, this will do. All right. Let's make it something that'll stand out in the sky. Let's try that. You never know. All right. Run it. Oh, hey, that's cool, but it's not what I want. All right, well, we'll elevate the level, but that could be fun for stuff. You never know. All right. Funny that it does that. I may have to fix that with code. Yeah, because if I do this, that's not going to be good enough, right? Yeah, that is kind of interesting. We will make this. Hang on, I gotta find it. I really want to do the whole UI level though. All right. So let's wrap this. We just call it game UI. We'll rename this to canvas again. All right. And then let's put this to kind of find the magic number here. Probably want to go something like, oh, did I do rotation? That was stupid. Not sure that this is going to have any effect. All right, I gotta fix this with code, right? Yeah, okay, we'll fix it. Let's get our extra parts in here. So time. Just want to get it so I can start hooking things up eventually. Okay. Yeah, when it doesn't generate the buildings properly, that's when that is funny. Hey Mono, how you doing, buddy? How's your weekend going? We are randomly generating cities today, is what we're doing. Hey, and you know what? Get your first. Nobody else has got it yet. Grab it quickly. You're a bit rusty. Is it like because it's weekend celebration kind of rusty? Grab your first while you got the chance. Yeah, hydrate. You're on it. Thank you. What let's just make it look like that. Make it harder for you. Or maybe you want that side of the street. I don't know. Which one do you want? Hey, that's a road that goes nowhere. You want to wait for a bus? You want a hot dog, Mono? There you go. Oh, you know what? You can have a hot dog. There's a tattoo parlor. Take your pick. Right? Whatever you want. We got it in this town. So I'm curious. Is it? This seems wrong. It seems wrong. This can't be right. I mean, if I literally just. I mean, I shouldn't be able to move that, right? Yeah, okay. Um. What's blocking mask? Everything. Block everything. Blocking objects. I don't even know what that one means. I don't know what any of these mean. uh, Sorting layer, right? Uh, Order in layer. Can I just put this to 1? No. Randomly pick a large number. No. Okay. No, I don't have any. Okay. There's the default, and this one is the UI, right? Okay. Does this help me in any way? Does it actually do anything for me? No. Feel like that's got something to do with it, but so if I took, say, the level generator, right? Well, that's in code, so I guess maybe I do have to just do all this in code, right? Oh, hang on, I got a thought. Did I not? I don't know that that's gonna matter, but hang on. So that's now the UI, all right, but I want to manage these layers. Thank you. Can I? No, I can't. I feel like if I click enough buttons, right? I will. Oh, you know what? Hang on. So the documentation. Okay, hang on. Something about plane distance. Yep, there you go. Problem solved. Just lurking and working. You do it, buddy. Finally getting into my web work today. Awesome. Go for it. Ship something. Make something. Ship something. Even if it breaks everything. Just to say you shipped on a Sunday for you, right? Okay, we will come up with some way of making that interesting at some point, as far as a design point of view, which it is not right now. You know, for now, just so I can see it. Let's put none of those. AI's in there? Huh. Here's an interesting thought. This is probably a really bad idea. Right? I already feel like this is a terrible idea. What happens if I mix .3D elements with my 2D? So, in other words, let me take get my capsule out of there. Alright, where are you, capsule? Where did you go? Where the hell did you go? There you are. We don't know where it is. Get it in the middle of the screen. Just, where are you? Capsule, where the hell are you? Okay. Let's just scale this thing up so that maybe it's got some volume. There we go. All right. Oh, idiot. Oh, look, Mono, we can make fake glass. Yeah, let's totally do that. Fake glass it is, right? Hey, everyone else is doing it. It actually worked out better than I thought it would. Neat thing about web work is the 30 minutes of upgrading NPM packages. Oh yeah, and then the next 25 minutes trying to figure out which one of those broke one of the other ones, right? And the thing that kills me about that, Mono, you're quite right, because even if you pull down, pick your choice of framework, it's always out of date. How does that work? Like, you literally just added it and downloaded it, and somehow it's out of date. How is that a thing? Right? Oh, I should totally make that a glass texture just because I hate liquid glass, right? This is actually a whole other tangent I did not expect to go down. Okay, hang on. Let's think about this. What can we do here? I got this material, right? We don't want it to cast shadows. That would be wrong. We don't want it to be a collider, because that's my UI. Every day it's out of date, legit. Yep. Why do they push so many updates in JavaScript land? Just right, but yeah, just get it right to begin with. Or it is right, and then they ship something and it breaks. Oh my god, how many times, right? You just nail it, and then boom, right? Okay, so hold on. So can we? I can't mess with that, right? Because it's one of those. So what about if I just paste? Can I be executed because the selection or package is read only? Okay, I just want to duplicate it. Actually, can I not do that? Talking of packages. Reset hard, right? So, unable to resolve dependency tree because even though you did nothing, it's your fault somehow, right? Yeah, I know. Feel your pain, buddy. Feel your pain. UI backing. Let's okay. Let's see what we can do here, shall we? We must be able to come up with something terrible here, surely. UI backing. UI backing. There it is. Okay, we're gonna go for this. I'm gonna fake glass here in Unity, whereas it took Apple years to make it look horrible. I can do it in seconds. Right? I think that's the takeaway from this. I don't think it was meant to be, but you know. Let's make it like that. Is it solid right now? Yeah. Okay. How do I make it? I'm gonna have to get into materials now, aren't I? Even though I didn't want to, right? Even though I didn't want to have to deal with materials and shit, I'm gonna have to get into it. Okay, well, hey, it's a learning curve, right? Whether you want it to be or not, it's a learning curve. Workflow mode, metallic. Well, it's actually probably spectacular. Transparent, yes. Blending mode, alpha. Don't receive shadows. Don't receive shadows. Just don't. Oh, mono. There you go. All right, ship it. Took me a fraction of the time it took Apple. And mine's every bit as confusing as their UI. Oh, I'm never going to get on the iOS platform again, am I? Ship it. How you do? El Migranto, how you doing? No idea what that stands for. I hope I didn't just offend anybody. All right, Glass UI it is. There you go. And it's only a giant blob in the sky, right? It's like a giant air balloon. It's like German. You're doing better than this ball. Yeah, this ball is terrible at this game. Look at it. It can't score worth a damn. Can't jump. The only thing it can do is receive shadows. One day. All right. It needs a gun. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, a gun or a sword or something. That should be an upgrade, right? That should totally be an upgrade. And a cowboy hat. Oh, I may have a cowboy hat. Actually, hang on. Before we go any further, let's check. Oh, I only have complete cowboys. Sorry. Man cow. How do I even have a man cowboy? Okay, hang on. There you go. That's how quickly we implement the features around here, right? We're just gonna make it worse. Right? There you go. Ship it. He's an urban cowboy, right? Yeah. That's how quickly we do that. That's hilarious. Let's get him on the ground. Right? Come on, urban cowboy. He's not on the ground. Oh, things are going badly for him. Yeah. Look, oh, shit. Got worse than did better than the ball. That's funny. It's probably because it's got a collider on it, right? Is that it? Because I haven't... Oh, shit. Where'd he go? Just out of the box. Didn't do anything. Like, how can I mess this poor cowboy's life up, right? I mean, look. He's not scoring much up here either, is he? Right? Can I make him do it again? However the hell I made him do it in the first place? Nope. No, he's pretty resolute. He's decided he likes gravity. All right, you know what? Just for you, the cowboy stays. There you go. You got your wish. But let's at least put him. I think he needs to be. I think it's minus 0.2 is where the ground is. Actually, I think it's 3 something, isn't it? 3.7. I want to say 3.7. We're so close. That'll do. I feel it's equally for you as for us. Yes, so do I. And actually, he may be fully rigged up already. So, this... I wonder if he is. Or is he just a... He's got a mesh. No, he's just a mesh. All right, well, he'll do for now. He's better than It's better than staring at a ball, right? Okay, back to my texture. Yeah. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Spurs. Yeah, actually, is he? I guess he is wearing boots. Yeah. He is wearing boots, right? Dude, you wearing boots? Yeah, well. Ooh, that's a nasty condition you got right there. You should see a doctor about that. Oh, no wonder he keeps hitting things. We've just figured out why he keeps hitting things. Um, yeah. Okay, that's a problem. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No wonder he's just, hitting shit. Yeah. We've answered that one. Okay, let's get that UI texture. Let's have some let's have some fun with this, shall we? Whether we want to or not, we're gonna do it. Okay. So I was gonna stretch it. I was wondering, like, I mean, it's ugly, right? We're just doing this for fun right now, and now it's a little bit of exploration. I gotta think through the UI and stuff, but just for grins, right now, we'll do something like this, right? But maybe it should be more glass ugly, like apples. And do they jingle jangle? They probably would, right? You want that on every step, like ching ching ching. Yeah, that was my impression of Spurs, by the way. In case everyone's like, what the hell was that noise he was making? Right? Um, okay, we can at least see it for right now. So we'll go with that. And then we will get it functional and then try and make it pretty. Right? Oh no, I forgot 3D space. Hang on. I could go to an orthographic view, but that would just ruin the fun, wouldn't it? All right, let's just get it functional. I'm already further through on this project than I anticipated, given that this entire thing is about 7 hours work so far. So, okay. I've lost my window. Where's my window? Hang on. I think using post processing in the pipeline, render pipelines, I probably could make that blurry glass, right? It's completely unnecessary. Use CPU cycles, just like liquid glass. uh, but it would work. Okay, let's think about this. I'm not that familiar with. I've never messed around with the different pipelines, rendering pipelines and stuff, because I've just never had to. Is the answer on this? Um, I'll look at it in the future. I think because it might be interesting to play with. Certainly would be useful for backing panels and things like that. But um, let's focus on the game for now. Okay, it's player and collisions next, I think. Oh, my allergies, my eyes are so itchy. All right, let's just let it play for a second and be inspired while I think about this. By the way, in case you're wondering, obviously I do have this further down to allow for devices like phones and stuff that have whatever magic islands, cameras, all that stuff. But it actually will eventually. It actually looks kind of nice on desktop, which was not the intention. But if I can, oh look, they're cutting through the buildings. But if I can do it, it may be worth considering. I certainly have a lot more options on desktop, and I think out of the box I included controller support as well. So, why not, right? He is really bad at this game, this guy. Look at him. There is no jump button right now, by the way. Bit of a problem. Yeah. Slight little issue, but we're getting there. Ooh. Some Z fighting. That's always good. I love that the interface is cutting into the buildings. That's not cool. Excuse me. Actually, I guess at this point, I could replace the capsule with just a cube, right? Give it the same material. As soon as I remember where I did that. There it is. All right, let's set this up the same. It's going to be a bit big. Ooh, I can hear the fans on my M4 Mac Mini here kicking in. That's how intense this is, right? We could have some fun with some 3D. We could just do this whole UI in 3D at this point, I guess, if we wanted to. Right? If I made that super long, that would be weird in desktop mode. Excuse me. Wrong one. No, wrong one. It's always the third guess, right? And then that way, actually, we can clean it up a little bit. Boy, if we made that, if we blurred the background a little bit in that, Actually, it wouldn't be great, but it wouldn't be too dreadful either. Let's tweak this in real time. This is one of the things I love about this, is that I can actually tweak this shit in real time. I don't really want to do it quite like that, but if we mess with this and some of the lighting, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Right? Or maybe it would. Let's make this 40, 40, 40. I gotta add some, probably gonna add some fog to the environment so that you know, it helps cover up this background bit here where the background's, where the level's being generated. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play with this nearer the time, but it does present some interesting options to think about. Let's just save our work as we go here. All right. Okay. All right. You know, I think that's going to do it for now. I've actually got more done here than I had expected, so this is great. Plus, I've got some app development I need to work on tomorrow. And it is 3 a.m. almost. Well, it's almost 3 a.m. I got to do some Swift tomorrow, folks. Yeah. Swift UI, Swift data, Swifty things. It's going to go great, right? Right? Please go great. Yeah, I know. Careful Swifting. Swifters don't let other people Swift, or something like that. If I get a chance, I may hang out in our Discords, just chilling, hanging out tomorrow. We'll see. There's a guy out there with strong opinions. No internet people have strong opinions about anything. All right, this is going good. Obviously, we are in very early development stages here. Let's be clear, right? Yeah. This guy NZ, hello. You're just in time, buddy. I was thinking about wrapping this up, but I don't know. Now I want to know what you think, right? I got my 3D. I'm working on my level generating engine here, and so. That's what I'm focusing on. Obviously, I've not done really anything for the UI, and definitely nothing for the player, other than the player can very statically move around. But more than anything, it's my random level generator, random block generator for the level that I'm working on here. This is we're about 7.5 hours into development on this. How you doing, my friend? Might be able to join tomorrow. It's a bit rough. I'll be in an online courtroom. Oh, Mono, did they catch you again? Oh, I see. Yeah, this is a new game that is obviously, for those of you in the know, a 3D version of that game, right? I finally decided, you know what? Now's the time to start playing with this. Yeah. Moved the partner's house this weekend. You absolutely shattered. Oh my god, dude! And it's still the summer for you, right? Wow. Good on you, buddy. Yeah, I'm doing good. I had a tough work week, so that's why yesterday I thought, screw it, we're starting the 3D version of that game. And then I got into this whole, I watched a video and I was like, you know what? That is a good way to generate a level. So I took it and pardon the pun, ran with it. And that's how we got to where we're at here. I've got some assets. I had an asset pack with low poly buildings, and I was like, shit, I should just use that, right? You know. Oh, it's Winters. Oh, no, sorry, that's right. You are the opposite to me, aren't you? Yeah. Now, I was thinking about this the other day. When does winter start finishing for you guys? Must be a couple of months away at least, right? Is it possible to see the 2D version? It is. Hang on. Let me get you a link. Because the 2D version is actually in the store on iOS and Android. So, actually, you know what? If you just go to this, if you go to my website, that should, he says as he types it, yeah, actually, okay, the screenshots are a bit out of date. But there is a link on there to download it on the Apple App Store. I have not, oh, that's bad. I have not added the link for the Android version. If you need the Android version, let me know and I'll dig the link out. Oh, my word, really? Oh, you know what? Europe. Yeah. Sorry. Blame Apple. The Android one, I think, is available everywhere. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's sorry, buddy. I'm actually thinking of releasing a web version of this one as well to solve that problem because Apple are a pain in the butt. Sorry. Yeah. Just fill out the forms. I know, Mono, but why would I want to be nice to the EU? It's the whole European Union stuff. This guy NZ, you have to disclose a bunch of information that I'm just not comfortable putting out there in public. Like, I don't know, where I live and my phone number and everything. Not for any nefarious reason, but I just don't agree that it's not Apple's fault, really. It's the EU. It's the law. But Apple decided to just make life difficult, is basically what it comes down to. Yeah. I know, Mono, I know, but I don't really want to go through all the hassle since, I'm just doing this for fun. I have a day job. And I don't want to have to mess with it all. Maybe if Mono just wants to be my publisher, we could solve this problem, right? Yeah, I do. PO Box and I got a Google Voice number and all that, but it's just Apple being a yeah. Anyway, I figured if I just make a web version of this, problem solved, right? There you go. It's not like I charge anybody for the 2D version. But anyway, that's the 2D version of that's now going to become 3D eventually as I work on this. So thank you for asking. Yeah. It's very much a bad idea to publish other people's apps, even if they pay. Yeah, it is a bad idea. It is a very bad idea. Yeah, there you go. Just be a Hollywood producer and you've got it made, right? Every so often I get a spam email from folks who are like, hey, we'll publish your stuff. Actually, I got some where they were asking me to publish theirs. That's when it's like, oh, there's a flag right there, right? Yeah. I don't know how many posts I've read on the various Reddits about this person reached out and offered me $100 to publish. Oh, there you go. You just said exactly the thing. Yeah. Yeah. What could possibly go wrong, right? I hope nobody's taking these people up on these things, but there's going to be one. There's going to be someone somewhere, right? There's always someone who's like, wait, $100 to just do something and then find out I'm on the hook and in trouble for it? It's always one, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's not really useful at the moment. He's not colliding with everything in so much as he's a cowboy, and cowboys just plow through everything. Yeah, it looks like he's on a conveyor belt now that I look at it, right? He's at an airport. Somebody posted somebody. Yeah, ship it, right? Airport conveyor, endless airport. What do they call those things? The walkway thing. There's an endless one of those. He's just waiting to get on that flight, right? It's a big airport. Yeah. Some skis? I may have some skis. Hang on, Mono. Since we went there earlier, I may have skis, right? Let's have a look. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Oh my god, I do have a ski. Hang on. And I got a ski lift. There you go. Mono. Ski-boarding. Oh, skateboard. Shit. Didn't even think about that. Changes barriers to be Native Americans and then it's social. Oh, yeah, there you go. Now that's an idea. Yeah. All right, hang on. Now we've got an old-timey snow ski. Let's see. I don't think I do. No, looks like that's what we got. Oh, but you know what? At this point, okay? I mean, come on. Right? Let's right. Where the hell's he going? Dude, come back. What the hell? Get back there. Oh my god, it's getting worse. There you go. He's much requested move. Oh, damn. Hang on, Mono. You nailed it. Yeah. Nailed it. That doesn't count. Damn it. All right. There's a ton of stuff in here, right? Damn. Oh, okay. We can't possibly have a cow. Oh my god, we do. Yeah, don't get too close to the cow now. There's a cow level after all. Anyone that's ever played Diablo, you get the joke. Yeah. I tried. I appreciate you. Hey, there's no excuse for me not to put it in. I have the motion for the moonwalk. The 2D one was not impressive. When I did it, I promise you, I did it and it was not impressive. So I decided to wait for the 3D. There's no way I can get this guy on the cow, right? I mean, there's just no way, right? I mean, it's just not. We'll try. Real-time cow simulator, right? No, it's not gonna look. It's like, no, I got a capsule on me. Okay, you know what? If we take his collider away, and this is just completely wrong, right? This is so wrong. Yeah. Just walk along with your cow, dude. All right? Just walk along with your cow. Running, yes, now we're running with the balls game. Yeah, Goat Simulator. Yeah, that is a nutty game. Yeah. Oh, wait. Someone said earlier. Yeah. Do we have what gun options do we have? Okay. I mean, let's just step it up a level, right? You wanted a gun, you know. Oh shit! I hit the wrong button. That's not a. That's one of those seal type gun things. You know what I mean? A sealant. That's not a gun. What's he gonna do? Some caulking as he goes along? I mean, what the hell's the deal here? Right? He's gonna like caulk somebody's shower or something. I don't know. Well, it's a gun. There you go. You got your gun. I got to remember not to save this version. maybe this is the Easter egg level right here, right? Though actually, I'm going to implement. I will implement events like I did in the 2D version. So there are going to be other levels, right? Halloween, Christmas, and all that stuff. I guess at this point, potentially a Wild West version. I don't know. Yeah. All right, folks. I got to get to bed here. It is now 3 o'clock. 3 in the morning. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, are you all just waiting in the dark for like every time I say, that's it, I'm done here? Next thing I know. Hey, Coco type. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. See, this is because I said I think I'm done here, and then this guy and Z10. If I keep doing this for like a million times, do I get a million viewers? So if you aren't distributing to EU in Apple because of the rules, how did you get around it on Google Play? Google Play has never complained about it. Actually, now you mention it, Mono, Google Play has never complained about it. You're reading a book and just finished it. You found Waldo? Awesome. Well done. Yeah, no, Google has never mentioned it, never flagged anything, nothing. So, that's my answer. Did you check the EU store? No. Because I didn't check it. No. If it's not there, I'm fine with it. My info is visible there. Oh, quick. Everybody go check Mono. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Everybody's info is somewhere thanks to some hack. So this just seems like a legitimate way, right? Yeah. It would be that one. Yeah, probably. Okay, Mono's typing random letters again. Then head Hasva. Then head Hasva my number. I I know what that's meant to say, but it sounds very European the way you said it. Yeah. I know. That's okay, Mono. I mean, I'm secretly watching from across the street anyway, right? The whole being in Texas thing is a lie just to stalk you. Yeah. By the way, everybody, Mono got first. Just saying. Yeah. It was the summer here. You're clearly not here. It's the summer here. Oh, did I put my... Is it my Google Voice number? Outstanding. Okay. How cold is it today, Mono? Because driving home, not yesterday, the day before, it was 103 according to my car. We're getting there. By the way, did anyone that installed iPad OS 26 Beta 4, when I turned my iPad on this morning, it said I needed to install iPad OS Beta 4, even though I already had it. So I reinstalled it again. Don't know what that's about. I haven't looked up the notes. Oh yeah, look, someone called the Google Voice number, I think. Oh wait, no, that's a text message. No, wait. Aha! Aha! Now I'm just going to call that number back in about a couple of hours. 50. That's pretty cold. Yeah, okay. Yeah, dude, that sucks. All right. I am definitely 287 science degrees. Can't argue with science. Okay, I am definitely gonna head to bed, I think. We have a starting environment. This is great. Next up, we're gonna do player, right? I may just go ahead and implement the actual player so that I can do the animations and everything as well. And it's like, hey, it's all rigged up. I might as well. So that'll be lengthy. But then obviously we got to do put colliders in would be a good thing, right? Plus he can't jump at the moment. So we're going to focus on the player and that stuff. But I want to get an opinion actually from folks because, you know, as much fun as it is to have the hurdles, now that we have access to all of these really awesome models, because I remembered to install the pack, I'm now starting to wonder if we shouldn't be jumping up. Be jumping over vehicles. Okay, we all want to see that again, don't we? We all want to see that again. Right? Do we want... This poor guy. Do we want to be jumping over randomly generated vehicles and stuff instead of a hurdle? I don't know. Think about it. I kind of want to, right? Or is it like, you know, are we going the apocalyptic version, right? I mean, we could. You know, just saying, right? Wow, really good. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'll do it the easy way. We could do the apocalyptic version. I think it might be more interesting than a hurdle. Yeah. Yeah. I know. All right, folks. You have to be a car jumping over other cars. Oh, you know what? We could do a level with someone on a motorbike jumping cars, right? Yeah, thank you, this guy NZ. You too, buddy. Have a great one, everyone. I may be around tomorrow. Like I say, we'll see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, obviously at this
Ramp,
point,
ramp.
I'm all about scope creeping this thing to death.
Like a Riz
Because
whip.
I didn't think
I said whip it.
I didn't think I'd get here this quickly. So here we go. That's it. Have a good one, everyone. I will see you again, maybe tomorrow. If not, I may be hanging out on the Discord. Come join us. Let me put the link in the show notes. Show notes, Discord. There you go. That's it. Take care of yourselves.